Talkback Thames is one of the largest independent production companies in the UK. We produce shows such as X Factor, Britain's Got Talent, The Apprentice, Grand Designs, Escape to the Country, Celebrity Juice. The list goes on and on and on.
I studied originally a BTEC National Diploma in Moving Image, and then after going to Ravensbourne University for a 2-year degree, came back to finish my BA Honours at Amersham in live television production.
At Amersham Wycombe College, the course I studied was live television production, which is obviously affiliated with Buxton University. After studying for my 3 years, 2 of which were a foundation degree, and my last year was my BA Honours degree, I achieved a first class honours degree.
I came back to Amersham after another establishment, mainly because Amersham's got a very broad spectrum in how it educates you for broadcast. It doesn't just, whereas I went to Ravensbourne and it was very specific in terms of learning post-production, and that was invaluable. I felt like I wanted to know more about the industry instead of just one kind of area. And so Amersham taught me camera work, it taught me extra stuff for the post-production, it taught me gallery work, outside broadcast work. It really gave you a great overview of how the industry works, and it's helped me greatly.
The most knowledgeable part, I'd say, was being able to work as a group and understanding the process that television goes through, which was explained to us in very high detail, and the pressure that we were put under is very reflective of the industry, in which we were given 2 weeks to create a full programme of planning, filming, editing and then producing. Obviously within the industry you've got a bit more time, but being able to work under that 2-week limit has obviously given you the self-confidence to know that you can do it in such a short space of time and work under that pressure, which, like I say, is very self-reflective of the industry.
I got the job as an assistant editor on Escape to the Country with Talkback Thames a week after I'd finished my course at Amersham Wycombe College. I worked as an assistant editor for a year and a half, and then I got promoted to editor post in April. I'm
an assistant editor for Escape to the Country Series 11.
It's kind of a jack of all trades. I'm officially senior edit assistant.
I think the thing that set me apart really was being able to get my first class honours degree. It's obviously a lot of hard work that you put in, but that's obviously recognised by the tutors and the university. So the amount of hard work you put in is very reflective and recognised, which is then portrayed obviously into the industry, that if you can prove that you're hard working and you can achieve those kind of grades, then your employers can see that obviously you're willing to work as hard as you can within the industry.
I mean, what's great about Amersham in general is the course leaders have good contacts within the industry. So for a start, before you even go into the experience that you've gained that gives you the competitive advantage, you've got the industry links.
The way in which the teachers were able to give you information both prior to the current industry and how the industry is going to develop was very, very relevant to today.
Well, I'm still because I've only worked on the one programme. I've still got to find out what area of editing I want to get into. But through Escape to the Country, I've sort of realised that I really like working with music and cutting with music and using music, to build emotions to help with the narrative. And so that's something that I'd like to look into. But as I say, I've only 6 months into my career, so I've got plenty of time, and I know I've still got lots to learn. But the college course definitely helped me get that head start in TV in my chosen career.
My personal aspirations are, by the time I'm 30, I'd either like to have my own business, my own editing business, or I'd like to be working abroad in America. I think from the way in which I've been taught at the college and the university, has helped me to become a better person, really. The way in which it's given me confidence in myself, knowing that I can produce good quality work with such a tight deadline, and the way that it's helped me interact with others in the industry, building up my confidence by going out and doing things than just sitting down and writing essays. The practical side has helped me a lot. So I think being able to use such good facilities, such as the editing systems, the studio space, and having such good tutors who know what they're talking about, what's relevant to today, and they recognise an individual. They don't recognise it as a group. They recognise how the individual can progress, and how they see them fit within the industry.
By the time I'm 30, I want to set up a little post house, like maybe not just post, because like I say, I if you'd have asked me 4 years ago, coming out of Ravensbourne and doing post production, I'd say, yep, editing's the way. That's what I want to do. But Amersham kind of showed me that little bit extra. So maybe I want to kind of work with cameras. Maybe I've got that base knowledge that I can build upon now.
Over the years, I've employed quite a few Amersham and Wycombe College students, and generally I found them to be extremely good. We offer people a great sort of opening into the industry, I suppose, at Talkback Thames. But there is a big difference, I think, between college and work life. And I think you can come out of college with all the right qualifications, having had good experience, to be trained up to use certain cameras or non-linear editing systems, etc., etc. But then I think the actual reality of working in television in a very high pressurized environment, such as we work in here, is very different. And I think there is a culture shock that happens with people, and I think some survive, some grow into the role, some need more hand holding than others, but generally they've done extremely well. And we've had a number of students who've done brilliantly well, and I'd like to think that we have sort of set them on their way for their chosen careers.